is the crown.
Well, it is a weeping and a mourning and a natural thief. It is a weeping and a mourning and a natural thief. It is a when it comes to the milestone within the champion sound.
Okay. Welcome back to the I Am Heavy Cash podcast. It's your boy Don Heavy. You already know, representing for the Y, well, the NY and the Shy. We're going to talk about the behaviors of the super rich versus the super poor and what they do with their money. Well, not really the super poor, but the poorer people of this economy and what they do with their money versus the super rich people in this economy versus and what they do with their money. All right. Now, all of this information that I have for you today is off of research that was done by myself and my team, just looking up what is the difference. Let's try to narrow this gap between the super rich and the poorer people of this economy. So what do the super rich invest in versus what do the poorer people of this economy invest in? Let's see. The poorer people of this economy, they invest more in real estate. They believe that their money is best at work when they are investing in real estate. For instance, buying a house and renting out the rooms, or buying a house and renting out the house, or buying a duplex, renting out both floors, or whatever the case may have you. They believe that their money is better invested in real estate, where the super rich, they invest more in REITs, real estate investment trusts. You know, they invest more in REITs because they want their money to work smarter for them, and they rather not work harder because they already worked hard enough earning that money. So they want their money to work smarter for them. So what they do, they invest in companies that are well versed in the real estate game. Instead of learning the real estate game on their own and then doing and playing small ball, they rather play big ball and be a little fish with a big company. Okay, let's see what other practices that the poorer people of this economy believe that work better for their money. They invest in other businesses and not their own. So they invest in friends' ideas, and maybe they're gonna flip sneakers, or they're gonna sell used cars, or whatever the case may have you. Now, that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. However, how about investing in your own business? How about reinvesting your own business? How about you sit down one day, get out a pen, get out a paper, write down some notes, and come up with a business plan and invest in your own business instead of investing in your friends' ideas or whatever the case may be, or invest in some local businesses that, you know, you got a couple extra dollars and you like the local business and you believe that it's prosperous and profitable, and you want to invest in them and get some of the pie yourself. How about you invest in your own business and have your own local shop? You know, and unless this other business that you want to invest in is going to go big or go public or have some type of major private chain, you can do that same thing on your own. Another thing the poorer people of this economy believe can help them with their money is CDs and savings. Now, CDs and savings are pretty nice places to put your money, but unless those CDs interest rates or the savings account interest rate is higher than the inflation rate, you're not really making money. You're losing the value on your dollar every year that passes by. Okay? Understand that. And unless the interest rate is higher on your savings account and on your CDs than the inflation rate, that means you are not actually saving that money and earning interest on that dollar, but you are losing interest and value on that dollar every year that passes. Okay? The poorer people of this economy, and I used to work in a life insurance type gig, the poorer people of this economy, they invest in life insurance. They believe that the life insurance companies are going to help them get the best bang for their buck. And in some cases, this might be true. You know, and I'm not here to give you life insurance advice, so that's all I'm going to say. In some cases, that might be true, that a life insurance package can give you a nice bang for your buck. Not the best bang for your buck, but a nice bang for your buck. But that's only in some cases. Now, let's see, what else do the poorer people of this economy invest in or use their money for? Clothes, jewelry, cars, aka flexing. That's what we call flexing in this world, in this industry, and I know you hear it in music. It's called flexing. Flexing for the so-and-sos on the block. okay? That's what they're spending their money on. Flexing. Things that depreciate the minute you buy them and take them from the original owners or the manufacturers, you know, or the retailers. You are losing value on whatever you just purchased. For whatever value amount you just purchased it for, you lost value the moment you put it on and take it from the original seller. Okay? So that's what poorer people of this economy really believe in, and they want to use their money and practice those behaviors versus the super rich. What do the super rich do with their money? They invest in stocks. They own their own businesses and reinvest in these own businesses, these tangible pieces of businesses that they can monitor the operating costs and the operating expenses and reinvest and, you know, hire people and stretch their dollars, you know, according to how they want to stretch them. They invest in their own business. What do they do if they don't have enough knowledge or they don't feel like doing enough research on stocks and things like that? They invest in mutual funds. They get a cluster of companies that they invest in, and they do it like that. Or they invest in bonds. They invest in debt. Okay, they invest in treasury or municipal, you know, low tax bonds, you know, corporate bonds. They invest in things like that. I'm not giving you advice on which one is better and which one is not. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you suggestions on other things that you can do with your money. That's all I'm trying to do here. Giving you suggestions on other things you can do with your money. Not for the people that already know what to do with their money. I'm not talking to you guys, mind your business. I'm talking about the people that work hard for their dollars, that need the advice and need the suggestions because you're behaving the wrong way, and it's been happening for a couple years, and I'm here to help you guys. Don Heavy is talking to you because this needs to stop, this needs to change, and you guys need to improve the quality of your life and the quality of your bank account and finances. I read in a research article on MSN Money by Ethan Wolf-Mann. He said that 40% of the income that comes for the super rich is from investments. Let's say that again. 40% of the super rich income comes from investments. Now, this is according to an article on MSN Money by Ethan Wolf-Mann. And 1.6% of the income for people that make $100,000 or less comes from investments. Now, something's wrong with that picture. You're telling me that almost half of the income for the super rich comes from investments, but only 2% of people that are not super rich that need the extra income, your income is only 2% from investments? There's something wrong here. Now, I'm a firm believer that when in Rome, do as the Romans do. If the super rich are doing it, maybe you should too. And I can't hear that, oh, I can't afford to, or maybe my way is better. First of all, if you're not super rich like you're super rich, then your way is not better. Your way is not working. Obviously, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. 40%, 1.6%, that's not cool. We need to narrow that gap, possibly, and that will narrow the gap between the lower earners and the super high earners in this economy. Maybe that'll do it, because something has to give here, people. You need to make your money work for you and open up those revenue streams, open up those additional income streams. How do you do that? By investing, so you don't have to actually have your own ideas, and you don't have to actually have your own managers, and have to actually have your own strategies and business operations. You know what you can do? You can invest in other companies that do this for a living and that can help you make extra money, because that's what it's all about. We're here on I Am Heavy Cash to make heavy cash, people. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm talking to you about. Let's get this money, all right? These things are here for you. You can do the research on your own. You can look this up on your own. Get a mutual fund. Invest in some bonds. Invest in stocks, especially stocks. They do the job of everything else. They do the job of what the mutual funds do. They do the job of real estate. They do the job of CDs and savings accounts. They do the job of life insurance accounts. They can get you more clothes. You know, they can get you more property if that's what you like. These stocks work on their own. All you have to do is the research up front and invest in a good company. That's all you have to do, and you earn money just like that for years on end. you earn money just like that. Just monitor the share price. That's all you're doing. It's easy. A lot of people are working way harder to not even earn that much money. And it's crazy to me that you're willing to work that much harder to not earn that much money. And then you work harder, and I'm not gonna get into this too far, but then you work harder to pay more taxes. I don't get that. You're gonna pay more taxes on the money that you worked harder to get? How about you work hard initially, or work smart initially, pay that money down, sit back and collect money and make money while you sleep, while you eat, and while you do your extracurricular activities that you might do. How about you make money doing that? Instead of working all the time, instead of clocking the hours at somebody's 9 to 5, how about you make money doing something else? You know, you have the skill to do it. If you can read and you understand what you're reading, you can invest in stocks. Point blank. You don't need to know math. Just read and understand what you're reading. Reading comprehension is the hardest part. If you can read and understand what you're reading, you can invest in stocks. I don't see why you're not doing it. You got to know a whole lot more to invest in real estate. You got to know a whole lot more to invest in life insurance and have it pay well for you. Because if you know less than a life insurance agent, then guess what? You're probably going to buy something that you really don't need. That's not going to give you the best bang for your buck. Just to let you on some, information. So when it roams, do as the Romans do. I'm going to say the numbers again. 40% of the super richest income comes from investment versus 1.6% of people that their income is $100,000 or less. The proof is in the pudding. Tune in to I Am Heavy Cash with Don Heavy, the man himself, representing the NY and the Shy, as well as follow us on Twitter at DonHeavy_invest. Peace and love.
Catch up to my campaign. Cool the color of mayonnaise. I'm drunk and high at the same time. Drinking champagne on the airplane. Spit rounds like a gun range. Beat it up like Rampage. 100 bands. Touch your girl now. Yo, girl need a band-aid.
This program is brought to you by Her Pretty Ghost and Better New Business. Thank you for tuning in.